Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Emily, and since this is my first video, I'm just gonna briefly explain why I started this channel, and hopefully you'll subscribe and stay tuned. So, like I said, my name is Emily. My husband and I are both self-employed, so our income varies month to month. And I am by nature a free spirit and typically fly by the seat of my pants, except when it comes to money. We have 4 kids and big financial goals, so financial security is just really important to me. And I've been using the cash stuffing method for about a year just to fund various sinking funds and pay off debt. I get a lot of questions when it comes to cash stuffing, so I thought I'd share how I do it. So join me on my journey to be completely debt-free, because our biggest goal is to invest wisely and give generously. So hit that subscribe button and stay tuned. Okay, so I'm gonna start off this video just by talking about how I budget and set up the month. I will be doing a separate video on how to do a zero-based budget, but this is just to give you an idea of how I set everything up. And I do cash stuff once a month, and then I do unstuff and restuff my wallet once a week. So once a month, I'll be doing a cash stuffing video, but then I'll be supplementing with other videos just explaining some of the behind the scenes things that I do to make my cash stuffing system flow smoothly. So the first thing I'll show you is this sheet that I use to plan out our budget for the month. And we do also use the EveryDollar app from the Ramsey Solutions. It's amazing because it links to your bank account, and anytime there's a transaction or a deposit into your bank account, it will show up on the app and you can drag and drop it into the different categories. So I love that. That's how I kind of keep up with things throughout the month. But at the beginning of the month when I'm planning, I like to use paper. So this is from Infinite Lotus, and I absolutely love how everything is set up. And so with a zero-based budget, you want to make sure that your income minus your expenses are zero. That doesn't mean you spend all your money in one month. It just means that every dollar has a name, so that at the end of the month, everything, you've told your money where to go. Okay, so essentially that's what I'm doing with this zero-based budget right here. So your income, you're gonna first start by putting in your income. If it's the same every month, that'll be really easy for you. Ours is different every month, and so I have to spend some time figuring out what that's gonna be exactly. And then your expenses, I usually put my bills here, like our 4 walls, the things that we need to keep our household running. And I will be doing a 1 month ahead cash stuffing at some point. I wanna make sure that all of our debt is paid off before I start getting ahead with stuff like that, but that will be something coming in the future. I have everything ready for that to get started as soon as we're done paying off debt. But I put all of our bills here, and then on this next page, I decide how much cash I'm gonna stuff into our sinking funds. So into each envelope. So that's what I do on this page to figure that out. So let's go ahead and get started with our first binder. I always stuff my high priority sinking funds first, and high priority sinking funds for me just means things that are either the most important or they're coming up quickly. So everyone's gonna be a little different just depending on your financial situation and what you have going on in your life. So let's go ahead and get started with this one. So I'm gonna start with grocery, and grocery is going to be getting 100. And we do budget a lot more than that for groceries, but I typically order online and pick up my groceries. This 100 is just for random things that we might need to run out and grab throughout the month. I need to go back here to my page that says what I am stuffing here. Okay. So that's grocery. And then household is going to be getting 40. And with my sinking funds, if we don't spend the entire amount, it just continues to accumulate. Most of these envelopes are empty because I did stock up on quite a lot last month. Clothing is going to be getting 100, and I'm gonna do 250s for that. This tends to be a category we always are overspending in, but all the kids have their winter gear and we should be good for the month of November. So 100 in there. And then for personal hygiene, we're gonna do 40. We're all stocked up on all of that. So 40 should be more than enough. All right, and then baby needs, this is things just like diapers, wipes, again, stocked up. Target had their sale where you spend $75 and you get a $15 gift card, and it's something that we're gonna use anyway, so I'm like, we might as well stock up. So we should be good for this month, but I just wanted to catch up a little bit with that envelope. And then pet care is going to be getting 80, and for pet care, I did a 50, a 20, and a 10. So this is just, we have 3 dogs and a cat. So this just kind of covers like food and kitty litter and all of that. So now we have 50, 70, 90, 100 in pet care. And again, if we don't spend that all, then we will just, it'll just continue to accumulate. Vehicle maintenance is gonna be getting 50. I have my vehicle free through my company. And so this is mostly just to save up for when my husband's truck needs an oil change or just random things. Drops is going to be getting 20, and drops is where I get my laundry detergent and my dishwasher pods and all of that. So that is like a subscription. So that comes every 6 months. So I just put 20 away each month so that I have enough for when my next order comes. And then Sam's Club is going to be getting 100, and we're gonna do a $100 bill for that one. And this is just for random things at Sam's Club. That bill always racks up really quickly. So we have 100, 150, 200 in Sam's Club. And then seasonal lawn care. So seasonal lawn care is gonna be getting 20. We're done with our lawn care for the year until the spring. So I'll just continue to stuff 20 in this envelope each month so that when we start up again, we're good to go. And then in the back of all of my envelopes, I do have my expense trackers. So I'll go through and do those later, and I'll do a separate video on those too, just to help me keep track of what's coming in and what's going out. So that's it for our high priority sinking funds. Next, we'll stuff our low priority sinking funds. And these are things like that maybe aren't as important to survive, or things that aren't coming up super quickly that we're just kind of saving up for slowly. So eating out is gonna get 200. And so for eating out, I did 250s and then 520s. So we have 50, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200 in eating out. And when I stuff my wallet later, you'll see me snag some out of here, because I don't like to carry a lot of money on me, but we really don't eat out super often. Drinks is gonna be getting 200, and I did 450s for this one. This is just for any adult beverages we want in the house for the month. So that's drinks. And then my husband and I each do $200 for spending each month. And so I did, I believe, wait, no, that's right. Okay, so we each get 250s and 5 10s. Okay, so for my spending cash, that's 50, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200. And then Chris usually just takes all of his spending cash at once and keeps it in his wallet. I personally don't like to carry quite that much on me, but he is way more of a spender than I am. So 50, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200 for him, and then he'll be able to come and grab this out of here. We keep these upstairs, so if we need to run somewhere, they're easy to get to, and just grab cash out of the envelopes. Renovations, we normally do, we budget more than this for renovations, but this is for any of those just quick things that he needs to rent out and get a couple things. We have been renovating our house for like 3 years, and we're sort of getting towards the end, but we still have a long ways to go. And then kids is going to be getting 40, so 2, $20 for that, I believe. And this is just for any miscellaneous spending for the kids throughout the month that don't really belong to any other category. Nails is going to be getting $120. So usually I can get by with once a month to get my nails done. But I think I have to get mine filled next week, and they usually last about 3 weeks. So just in case. So 50, 100, 120, oh, it's just, did I do 2 10s? I did. So I did 2 10s so I can make sure I have my tip. Okay, so 50, 100, 110, 120. So then each time I'm gonna go, I'll just take out what I need from here. Hockey is going to be getting 200. So we're just gonna do 2 100s. I like to keep this one stocked because there's always these random things that come up throughout the season, which just started. So 100 for hockey, and then recreation is going to be getting 50. My husband plays intramural hockey or men's league hockey. And so that's just in case anything comes up for that. Gifts is going to be receiving 100. We have a couple birthdays coming up this month. So I'm gonna make sure that I'm planned and ready for that. Gifts is another category that always sneaks up on me. Like I've never budgeted enough. But my love language is gifts, and so I'm always thinking of reasons to give people gifts. So date night is going to be getting 50. And I did do a $50 bill for that one. So now we have 100 in date night. Target is going to be getting 20. This is just for any miscellaneous Target spending. Y'all know how that goes. Amazon is going to be getting 50. I'll just do a 50 for that. All right, and then Amazon Prime. Let's see here what we have. Amazon Prime is gonna get 20. So this is for our Amazon Prime subscription. That always also sneaks up on me. We just paid it. So I'm like, I better make an envelope for that so we can just put away a little each month so that when that comes around, that huge chunk isn't quite so like, oh, wow, I didn't plan for that. And then organizing is gonna get nothing. And then my expense trackers are back there, which I will update when I am done. So that is it for our low priority sinking funds. And then the last sinking fund binder is our holiday sinking funds. So I just pulled cash out of all of my binders because I did some Christmas shopping. We had quite a bit in here, and like I said, I did Christmas shopping, so I spent a lot of it. So our Christmas envelope is going to be getting 200. And so I did 2 100s for that. I'm almost done. I've got a couple of my kids I'm completely done with. Like I said, I love buying gifts for people, so I always Christmas shop really early. Back to school is going to be getting 10. So now I have 30, another life event that always sneaks up on me. It's just nice to know the cash is there when it comes around. So then Thanksgiving is also going to be getting 10. I don't really know if I'm going to be using this cash. I'm assuming I'm just going to use it for whatever food I end up bringing. I'm not hosting, so whatever food I end up bringing. Easter is also going to be getting 10. It's just for like Easter baskets, or I always like to buy the kids something fresh and nice to wear to church on Easter. I mean, we go to church every Sunday, so it's not that big of a deal, and our church is pretty casual, but still. All right, and our Halloween envelope is empty because we just had Halloween. So we're gonna start stuffing that for next year. So that one is going to be getting 10. 4th of July, also going to be getting 10. I have a 7-year-old that is obsessed with fireworks, so, and like all things 4th of July. So I like to stock up for that. So birthday parties is going to be getting 100, and it looks like I did 520s for that. Our youngest turns 1 in, I feel like I'm off here. Oh wait, no, I'm not. Okay. So she turns 1 in December, so I'm kind of starting to plan ahead for her birthday party. And then our other son, his birthday's at the beginning of January, so we get hit pretty heavy with birthdays this time of year. So Valentine's Day is going to be getting 10. So it's a really bad 10. So that's 30 for Valentine's Day. Black Friday, I decided to do 200. I don't have anything specific for Valentine's Day, so, or sorry, for Black Friday, but just in case, I want to have the cash set aside. Okay, so now for Black Friday, we have 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, which I might end up buying some Christmas gifts for Black Friday. That's usually what I use that type of shopping for. So that's for Black Friday. And then seasonal decor is going to be getting 100. Well, I might have messed. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. Because I'm obsessed with Christmas and we are finally almost finished with our basement. So now I have to decorate our basement. I don't really have decorations for our basement right now. So I am using that as an excuse to go out and take advantage of Home Goods and get some really cute Christmas decorations. So for seasonal decor, we have 50, 70, 80, 90, and 100. So I'll hit up Home Goods and probably Hobby Lobby for some of that stuff. All right, and so that is it for our holiday sinking funds. And now I'm going to do my wallet. I always have my keys attached, so it's a little clunky, but okay. So I did a reel on Instagram not too long ago. I just got this wallet. I'm obsessed with it. So I'm gonna start by unstuffing and then I'll restuff my wallet. So I'm gonna start with, I could probably move this out of the way. I always start by unloading all of my change, and I have a ton of change, so I'm excited to be getting rid of it. So much change. And I just set the change aside, and then at some point I'll just take it in and cash it in once it gets full. And don't ask me why. I want to organize it just for the aesthetic, I guess. I don't know. But I always do silver coins and then pennies. But sometimes my kids have fundraisers at school where they'll do like a penny challenge, and they actually just had one this fall. So it was nice that I had it all organized because I just like dumped them all into a bag and it was easy. So that's it for my change. And then take out my receipts. And so my receipts, I'm going to scan into my Fetch Rewards app. So I do have my code down at the bottom. If you haven't tried Fetch, it's so awesome. You just scan in your receipts and you accumulate points, and then you can pick like gift cards to different places. So like if you're spending the money anyway, might as well. Okay, so for spending, let's see. This is the weekly tracker that I use. I created this weekly tracker and I'm obsessed with it. So what I normally do is I'll go through and unstuff and just write down what I have remaining and what I have spent. So for spending, and this is my miscellaneous spending cash, I have 15 left over. So I spent 15, which means, wait, no, I spent 25, which means I have 15 remaining. All right, I'll just set that right there. And then for eating out, I actually didn't spend anything last week. Go me. So I have 20 remaining there. And again, I'll probably just roll that over. It's typically what I do. Nothing in drinks. Kids has 6 left over, which means I spent 14. All right, and then I don't think I have anything left in any of these other ones here. So, all right. Oops, I messed that up. I'll fix that later. So basically remaining, I have 41 left over. Okay. So now to restuff, I kind of do the same thing every week. So spending is going to get 40. And so I'm gonna go to our low priority sinking funds to where my envelope is. And I'm gonna pull 2 20s out. So I'm gonna do 40 for spending, which is pretty typical. That's how much I like to keep in my wallet at once. Eating out, I'm just gonna put that 20 back in there instead of pulling it from our low priority sinking funds. So normally, if I had nothing left over, I might just grab 20 out of this envelope here. All right, and then drinks, I could have just kept this out. I like to keep 20 in case I'm out and about and my husband asked me to pick something up. Kids is going to get its normal 20. There they are. And then I'm gonna do, for my nails, I think I'm gonna do some in there because I'll probably, well, I can maybe wait till next week. I'm just gonna do it now. So for nails, I'm gonna pull 60. And then we'll keep this. And if I end up going again in November, because I just can't wait, that's fine, or else that can just continue to accumulate in there. Drives me nuts if my nails get too grown out because they just get so long. Okay, so I'm gonna put my 60 in nails. And then the rest of this is rollover, so I'm just gonna kind of categorize it. So I might give Target 10. Like, you know, when you're just walking down the aisles and you see something cute, it's usually, for me, it's like clothes for my kids or something, but then I can start to bulk up that envelope a little. I'm gonna put these 5s in miscellaneous. Those are just rollover 5s. All right, so that is my wallet, ready to go for the week. And then this $1, so anytime I have $1 left over, I started just this, I don't know. I'm not doing any savings challenges because all of our extra money is going towards paying off debt. So I figured a $1 saving challenge would be fun. So anytime I touch a 1, it gets put in this envelope. They do add up quickly. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm gonna have to get something different to keep these in because it's gonna get real bulky. But I'm interested to see how quickly those ones will add up. Okay, so that is my cash stuffing for the month of November. Stay tuned. I'll be posting some more videos on kind of the behind the scenes when it comes to cash stuffing. But if you loved this video, go ahead and click the subscribe button, give me a like, comment below, and I'll see you guys next time.